Mark Magsayo, who in his 6'5" and 130 pounds seems to have cruised to a victory over Eduardo Ramirez. So Magsayo 171 for 509 punches in this fight. Ramirez 114 of 439. Big edge for Magsayo when it comes to body punches. 48 to 32. Landed 40% of his power punches compared to 31 for Ramirez. And the jabs were effective for Magsayo. 64 of 240 compared to only 18 of 127.
¿Qué pasó, my friend? Welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it. Holy shit. Of course, I predicted this. I should have released my video, but I predicted this, and this so many other people did too. But Drew McIntyre has been cost again of his WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and this time by CM Punk. Bro, that ending was fucking amazing. Now that ending was fucking it was cinema, right? The only person who mad about that ending are people who wanted Drew to win, and I get it. Drew getting fucked around again 3 times in a row is crazy, but obviously his time is coming. Obviously, Drew McIntyre most likely is going to win Money in the Bank. Obviously, he's going to win Money in the Bank, but holy shit. So when a referee got taken out, first of all, bro, Drew fucking Damian Priest almost got fucking killed. Like he did a fucking, I think he was supposed to do a moonsault, wherever move, and his foot got stuck in the rope and he was just hanging. Now, thankfully, his ankle didn't get fucked up. I'm pretty sure it was just a little sprained ankle. Best 3 to 4 weeks because he continued with it. But bro was a dog. I thought he was out. He was selling that good. So I don't know how big that injury is. Of course, we're going to know. But at the end, boom, the referee get taken out. Drew McIntyre get hit Damian Priest with a fucking claymore. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a referee comes running. I'm like, oh shit, this is where they go do the referee. It's gonna be like 1, 2, and he's gonna kick out, right? And the referee slides in, and I was like, yo, why this referee looks weird? And when it went 1, 2, I'm like, holy shit, the referee is CM Punk. The camera angle was perfect, so you wouldn't know who he was because you were too much calling attention. And a lot of people didn't know too. Like in the arena, they didn't react. They just saw they were counting 1, 2, and then when they found out it was CM Punk, I was surprised they didn't know it was CM Punk at first. Everybody started going crazy. The fact that CM Punk came as a referee to cause Drew McIntyre to win again. That's cinema. That is perfect. Bro, that ass was like, what the fuck are you doing? He starts choking CM Punk, and then he low blow Drew McIntyre, fist him away, just threw him away. And then, of course, Damian Priest hit South of Heavens. The original referee recovers and hit 1, 2, and 3. And still, your champion is Damian Priest. Now, first of all, this finish was amazing. Like, people, they were so fucking creative. The fact that CM Punk came as a referee, I didn't know that. For me, I thought he would just go get involved. Not coming out as a referee and tricking the whole fucking world that he was a referee, number 1. Number 2, the fact that Drew didn't even know until he stopped counting to 2, and he was like, no, only 2, motherfucker, was amazing, bro. This finish was amazing. Obviously, my prediction was that Drew was about to win, and of course CM Punk cost him. What I wanted to happen, I don't know if it was better than this. What I wanted to happen was CM Punk comes out, but Drew outsmarts CM Punk, and Drew wins the title. And before Drew leaves, he leaves through the crowd and kisses CM Punk a goodbye, like he did to Vince McMahon. He's like, you tried, bitch, but you couldn't do it. And then that's how you have Drew McIntyre versus Gunther, and you have CM Punk wins the Money in Bank, and you have CM Punk cash it in. But now they look like they're going that Drew McIntyre is most likely going to win that Money in the Bank. He's probably going to cash in SummerSlam. I just don't know where him and CM Punk goes. Like, do they feud right now? Is that the SummerSlam feud? I don't know if that's the SummerSlam feud. I feel like both of them has to be in Money in the Bank. I don't know if you want to put CM Punk there since he just come back from injury. He looks like he can perform. He doesn't look like anything. He looks like he can perform now. He looks like he's good and ready to go, right? But like the question is, what do you do with Drew now that you did this? Do you have him win the Money in the Bank, right? And I thought the Scots was going to go 0-3. The tag team was a surprise. I'm talking about most of the card, right? This card was pretty good. I give it like an A B plus. That I didn't watch the first two match. I mean the first match. I was late. I didn't watch the first match, which I wish I did. I knew Cody Rhodes was going to be the beginning, but I didn't get to it. Then I did watch the end of the tag team, which was crazy that the Scotland won. Then I watched the rest of the card. I watched Chad Gable. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about that. Cause holy shit, what does that mean for Chad Gable too? Like think about it. I don't think he's gonna resign. I don't think he resigned. I think he's leaving. How the fuck you don't have him win the title? And Sammy's saying that's it. He said that's it. He said it's over. He said Vince Carter's over. He said there's no more. You get no more shots after this. That's it. You already had 3, and it's true. And we're gonna talk about more in that video. But holy shit, Drew McIntyre got screwed again for the 4th time, bro. I know the fans gonna be mad that some people. I said in my reaction video, oh, go to AEW, but of course his time is coming. It would have been perfect if it would have been his hometown, him winning his hometown, finally getting that belt. But hey, it's part of a story. It's all part of a story. I do think now his destiny is to win that Money in the Bank. 100%. His destiny is going to win that Money in the Bank and cash in. But like, I don't know if you go do Damian Priest versus Gunther. I don't see Damian Priest holding that until SummerSlam. I really, really don't. And he has a match in SmackDown against Jey Uso that got leaked. A World Heavyweight Champion match that got leaked. And people will say, oh, he's going to win because of that. He did. So whoever that leak was true. So he's going to face Jey Uso. And also, we don't know if he's injured or not. He probably is going to be good. Obviously, if he was injured, they would have taken off of him. But obviously, he's probably good. But still, bro, I don't see him reaching SummerSlam. SummerSlam is close. It's in August. It's like 2 months away. I don't see him reaching. I really don't see him reaching SummerSlam with that belt. Because the Irish Damian Priest really went a different level today. He went on a different ass level today. And I fucked with it. He showed heart. Even after almost breaking his leg, almost killing himself, he still showed heart. And yeah, bro, great ass event. It just sucks that my man Drew got fucked on again. Still, it was crazy seeing Drew McIntyre just slide in 1, 2, damn, just like that. It was funny as hell. But anyways, guys, that's the whole aftermath. Great ass event. Like I said, Drew got shit on again by CM Punk. This rivalry is going to be amazing. I don't know when they go blow it off. This has to be a championship rivalry. Like, you can't have it just without it. Like, so it's going to be interesting to see what happened. I can't wait for Raw. I'm going to live stream Raw. Now, people said, they were like, oh, don't forget to watch Raw because shit, the aftermath. And yes, we're going to see the aftermath of Raw. And I'm definitely going to live stream Raw. So catch me there. Drew is about to just have a meltdown. I know for a fact. Drew is about to kill CM Punk. And I thought the crowd was going to be more like hateful to CM Punk. They were just booing, just sticking the middle finger. That's it, really. They weren't like throwing shit at him, which I thought they were going to do, which would have been funny if they did. But like I said, great ass card. Drew McIntyre got fucked up again. And yeah, the straight thing is certain. Drew McIntyre is always going to get fucked on about somebody. Somebody's always going to interfere and fuck Drew McIntyre up. I mean, to be honest, WrestleMania was his own fault. But here... Oh, before I go, CM Punk low blowed him. Is he a heel? Because obviously there was a CM Punk fans in the crowd, and they were sharing him. So like, is he still going to be a heel? And you know what's the best part is, bro? They're in Chicago. I totally forgot on Raw. I'm pretty sure it's not SmackDown. They're in Chicago. You know how perfect that shit is. So obviously he's not gonna get booed in Chicago. Drew McIntyre is. I totally forgot about that. So we really won't know how the crowd feels about this till next week. Because of course Chicago's going fucking dick right him. It's like every time a heel goes in their hometown, they always become a face. Like with Drew, MJF, with so many people. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens because he's going into MMA enemy tutorial. It's gonna be interesting to see what happened next week. If he's still gonna get cheered or he gonna get booed. Anyways, guys, great ass event, and yeah, see you on Monday. Peace. Yeah, bye, so my friend. Welcome back to a brand new video. Ryan today. So, Chad Gable did not fucking win that match. I was surprised. I had mixed feeling about this match. This match was good. I liked this match. This match was very, very good. Otis was over like a motherfucker. Excuse me. Bro, they were literally chanting this motherfucker name. They were saying, Otis, Otis, Otis. Bro, like literally the whole crowd during the match did not give a fuck about the match. Will only give, not only give a fuck, but you know what I mean. They were cheering Otis like deadly, bro. He was super, super over. But Chad Gable didn't win. No Creed brothers came out to help. So what happened, right? Towards the end, Sami Zayn went to hit Chad Gable, right? No, they were on the outside, right? Chad Gable had Sami Zayn in an ankle lock, and this motherfucker drew him to Maxine Dupree, who looked fine as hell, let's be honest. But he threw him to Dupree, and she got hurt. And you know how Otis is. He got mad as hell looking at who did this shit, right? And Chad Gable went back to the ring like, no, he did it. He did it. And then fucking Chad Gable did a move to the outside, hit both of them, right? And then threw Sami Zayn back in the ring. And here's the thing: Otis was about to hit Sami Zayn until Maxine Dupree was like, "Nah, help me, help me." So Otis picked up Maxine Dupree and took her outside, took her to the backstage. But then what happened? While fucking what's his name? While I almost said while Chad Gable was distracted by Otis leaving with Maxine Dupree going to the backstage, he got hit with a louver kick, and 1, 2, 3, Chad Gable loses a fucking again. And when Sami Zayn was about to leave, he did this. It's over. Vince Carter is over, meaning that he has no more chances. Even the commentaries was saying like, it's show not tell, but they were telling us like, oh, he already had many opportunity to win that. He doesn't have no more chance. He already tried his best and he didn't win. 3 times he tried to get that belt, he didn't win. So now what the referee and the commentator, not the referee, the commentator, what they were trying to say is that you already have 3 chances. Your chances are up. You're not going to get a title opportunity again. You're not going to get a title shot again. So this made me think like Chad Gable may be AEW bound. Like I don't think he's staying in WWE. I thought he was going to win. What I wanted to happen was Chad Gable wins here either with Otis or the Creed Brothers help. Chad Gable has the belt, and you do Chad Gable versus Otis in SummerSlam, and you have Otis win the fucking Intercontinental Champion. But for some reason, they decided to stick it on Sami Zayn, and I don't know what they're gonna go from here. I don't want to see Chad Gable versus Otis will be an interesting match. Don't get me wrong, but I would rather have it for the belt. Chad Gable deserved that belt. The fact that he got screwed again is kind of fucked up. And remember, his contract ended, and we still don't know if he re-signed or if he just signed for a few weeks to just complete this feud. And what's looking like that, I have no idea. I don't know. I won't like it if it just this feud doesn't deserve that title. I feel like this feud deserve a mid card title at least. Like Chad Gable deserve a mid title card. Like I know Sami saying it's amazing at the Intercontinental Champion, right? But like, yo, you already had your moment. Just go into that Money in Bank. It's time for you to go to the fucking high card, whatever you want to call it, fucking to the main event star. It's time for you to go to the main event. It's like you're still in the mid card for some reason, and I don't know. I have mixed opinion. Like I said, I really didn't like this finish, bro. I wanted more because we still didn't get a complete answer if he go turn on him or not. Obviously, Shaq was probably gonna fuck up Otis and Raw. I'm telling you, this Raw is gonna be huge, bro. But like Otis, you know, like Shaq Gable didn't fucking win. Is he re-signed? That's my question now. Is Shaq Gable re-signed? I feel like he's not. I don't think he re-signed because if he did resign, I feel like they will give him this champion. Like, all right, bet you've resigned. Here's your champion. But the fact that he did it makes me think that he's about to leave soon, and it just makes no. If they do Otis versus Chad Gable at SummerSlam, that's a good match. You turn Otis, but like I feel like that match needed a title, because if you had Chad Gable win, you had Chad Gable have a run on his own, then you have Otis turn on Chad Gable, and you do Otis versus Chad Gable at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Champion, and then you have Otis win, and then you have one of the biggest babyface Otis have a champion. But now it's looking like I don't even know if Chad Gable is going to even go for that Intercontinental Champion again, because Sam is saying that that's it. It's over. You get no more shots. So, like I said, it's going to be confusing. I'm very interested to see what happens, what comes out of this. If maybe Chad Gable, like, it makes no sense why they did this. I feel like it would have made perfect sense for Chad to win this match, for him to get that belt. It would be more story to have him get the belt, but like I said, he doesn't have the belt. It was a great match. Just the finish was iffy. The one thing for sure was Otis was over like a motherfucker. But that's the whole video. Please subscribe, hit the notification. What do you think of this match? Do you like the finish? I thought Shaq Gable should have won, and yeah. See you guys next time. Peace. Alright, that's video. Oh my god. I'm just recording videos, guys. Don't worry.
So we got one more prelim here, and it is Kyron Davis taking on Elijah Garcia, a fight that we were supposed to see back in May. They finally are about to get it on. So let's go ringside to the men who call all the action. Here's Laurel at your show. Thank you very much, Brian. Elijah Garcia is 21 years of age. He is
I got Matias, money going.
this age of division at 160.
Oh, he's
that is
20 like me.
taken with all of the changes, but Kyron Davis, he is an upside-minded veteran.
Of course I got Matias,
to
bro.
take advantage of his 4-inch reach.
Matias, marico. Matias, Maragana.
Elijah Garcia, a knockout puncher.
Matias.
Lots of pressure, versatile, great composure for his age. This is going to be a compelling matchup scheduled for 10 rounds at 160 pounds.
I'm gonna use the bathroom before the fight starts. Wait, no, I'm not.
And there is
Yes,
shot down Kyron Davis, flanked by his trainer, Stephen Redman Edwards, a guy who has shown that he is versatile. He's got a lot of experience, a lot more than the youngster Garcia. Comes in with 131 professional rounds compared to just 54 for his opponent. But Abner, with Redman Edwards in his corner, you know he's going to be physically fit, mentally fit, and he's going to know the nuances and the ins and outs of the sport of boxing. And the one thing Redman told us about Kyron Davis is he's a dog, a real dog.
He is a-
And if Redman is saying that, I believe it. This man speaks nothing.
I'll use the bathroom.
Redman, his coach, and yeah, a great coach to have on his side. And I'm looking forward to Kyron Davis' performance today because, listen, I know Elijah Garcia has the power, but like Kyron Davis says, hey, I've not been impressed with him so far. He's young, and I'm going to teach him a thing or two tonight.
He has a strong jab. Does Davis throws good combinations? And the one thing that even Elijah Garcia admitted, Garcia says, I need to land the jab. I need to make my way around to that advantage he has when it comes to the wingspan. But it's Davis who who's a real good counterpuncher. Both of them are, but Garcia said he has to be mindful of the counterpunching of the 29-year-old 18-3-1. Chiron shut it down, Davis.
Yeah, Chiron Davis is better than that 18-3-1 record, to tell you the truth. He's very accomplished, great amateur background. I've been in there with some of the toughest guys out there. He's going to give Garcia a real test to see if he belongs at the next level.
And here comes Elijah Garcia. Known for his aggressive style, relentless pressure, throws a variety of punches with precision. Abner loves those power shots, also loves going to the body, but again, look at his age, and you watch him fight, and it's the composure, it's the maturity, it's the poise in the ring that really belies his age and experience.
No doubt, a 21-year-old Elijah Garcia, who has shown exactly what you just mentioned, Mauro. Just relaxed, poised in there. A fighter that, yes, that knows that he has the power, 13 knockouts, but doesn't really rely on the knockout. He stays really composed and looks for it, and he waits for the right moment to get the knockout.
Let's get the official introductions. Here is Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, Premier Boxing Champions continues with the Prime Video Prelims. It is all brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Our three judges ringside are Eric Cheek, Max DeLuca, and John McCabe. The referee in charge of the action is Chris Flores. And now Premier Boxing Champions presents 10 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the black and orange trunks. He weighed in at 160.5 pounds. With the record standing 18 victories, 6 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. Representing Wilmington and Delaware, here is the battle-tested veteran, Chiron Shut It Down Davis. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the brown and white trunks. He weighed in at 163.25 pounds. His record stands undefeated, 16 victories, including 13 wins by knockout. Representing Glendale, Arizona, here is the fast, young, rising contender, Elijah Garcia.
Okay, gentlemen, moving over to the instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean fight. Both these trumps are good. There's the lines right there. Touch them up now, go back to the corner.
Third man in the ring is Chris Flores. Elijah Garcia, 16-0 with 13 KOs. Chiron Davis, 18-3-1 with 6 knockouts, has lost by KO, but that was when he took a fight on 2 weeks' notice, jumped up to 168 pounds to take on none other than David Benavidez, and he's saved from himself by his trainer because, like we said, Davis has no quit. He's a dog willing to take on all comers, and he says he's going to test Garcia early. And when you look at Garcia with his 6 feet stature, with the lengthy frame, you would think, okay, this guy likes to box from the outside, use the jab. He's turned into a predatory, all-action fighter who lands 39% of his punches to the body.
Yeah, he's an inside fighter, Garcia. He loves the inside. He loves the combinations in there. The body work, like you said, the uppercuts. But doing a fantastic job right now in this first round with the jab, the measuring. He knows what he's up against Davis. He doesn't want to give up anything.
And looking at tape and calling Elijah Garcia's fight, Abner, we talked about the fact that he is most effective with that double jab left cross combination. And Joe, I'll bring you in here now to talk about that because everything works off the jab, and he's looking to establish it here early tonight, which should behove him well.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, it would behoove him to do that because it's a great rangefinder, and it's, like you said, it really sets up the left hand for him, or a right hander for that matter. The thing is that And we talked about it. Garcia likes the inside. He likes to sit in the pocket.
Oh, there's Davis unloading a right that got blocked.
Yeah, that got blocked. But yeah, I mean, you put yourself in the danger zone when you do that. But he's more comfortable on the inside than just about anywhere else.
A minute and a half gone in this fight, and Davis, who may have been playing mind games without telling us that he was going to try to test Garcia early, is 1 for 6. Meanwhile, Garcia's thrown 13 punches, but just got credited with his first. So he's been using the jab to try to establish range, but it's very much a cautious start. Both of them knowing the stakes, what's at risk, and the fact that Elijah Garcia, a lot of hype behind this youngster and a third-generation fighter, but Kyron Davis, who's had to work for every scrap he could get and has really committed himself to becoming the best fighter he can be. He wants to knock off Garcia tonight and record the upset.
One thing I like what I see about Garcia is something we talked about it. He even admitted it. His right hand. He would get hit with the left hook a lot by having that right hand. He keeps checking it. He's checking it up. So obviously they went to work on that. They realized the flaw. And Davis had pointed out that he saw that he could get to Garcia with punches because of those flaws. Let's see if Garcia cleaned all that up.
Yeah, we talked about how poised and relaxed Garcia is. Look, he's taking his time. It's the first round. He's using that jab. He's not really rushing himself in the inside ring. He's doing enough to win this round. There's the jab. I mean, again, Davis doing a good thing too, which is using the entire ring.
Yeah, they're not testing him like you said. So again, a very just winning 3 minutes. 3-2. Garcia just 2 for Davis in that opening round.
Oh, you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. Oh, nah. Oh, oh my God. 1, 2, 3. Wow, he's paid. Wow,
Garcia, I got to give him that round only because not much happened in it, but
He was putting pressure. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, but great work right there from George Garcia, a good friend of mine, by the way. We were in the same Olympic team. He tried out for the Olympics in Mexico to go for the Olympics in 2004 at the Screws as a heavyweight, and here he is.
It's because of his dad, George, that Garcia's comfortable on the inside because his dad was a
Oh yes, he was.
heavyweight forced to fight on the inside. Unbelievable.
5'9" heavyweight. Just imagine that. Yeah,
Now Davis backed up along the ropes using lateral movement, but not firing back. There's a right hand that deflects off the high guard of Garcia. Garcia places a nice jab to the body. There's Davis trying to parry the jab, trying to control the lead hand of Garcia, who's looking to measure with that left of his and fires it off. And also a lead jab that stopped Davis in his
and
hand.
Davis came back with a quick right counter. And luckily, Garcia's got his hands up really good this one.
I was going to say that Davis is not doing just a lot now because he's waiting for the right moment. He's a smart fighter, James. He's waiting for the right opening. He's going to let go of that right hand. There it is.
And that lead right hand.
He can't make mistakes against Garcia, heavy-handed, of course.
That landed, that little right hand.
Just past the midway point of the second stanza, it's Davis utilizing lateral movement, backing him up, trying to perhaps set a trap to launch one of his effective counterpunches. Garcia very cognizant of Davis's counter-punching ability. There's a combination from Davis. Used a bit blocked, but still firing off some aggressive punches. That jab from Garcia, just pawing at it, not delivering a combination yet, but just measuring Davis, setting him up.
Yeah, but I think Davis is doing enough to win the rounds right now, which is
Body shot by Garcia.
doing the straight punches. There it is.
1-2 through the high guard by Davis.
Well, Davis took the first round to feel him out a little. Now he said, okay, I got an idea what I'm going to do here. And he's doing it. He's landing lead right hands. He's getting off the ropes quick. He's turning up and he's just landed several right hands off of Garcia.
Garcia bounces a three-punch combination off the high guard of Davis. Under 30 seconds left. Davis sits down on that right. Blocked by the guard, that uppercut. Not able to get through the guard, but a nice delivery system from Davis, mixing up his punches.
Exactly, that was nice. He's gone to that a couple times as well.
Nice counter right hand. It's another 1-2 through the guard. So Kyron Davis coming back here in round number 2. All right, let's go to Jordan Platt with more on Kyron Shut It Down Davis.
Thanks, guys. Kyron Davis enjoys giving back to his community, and one of the ways he does that is partnering with a nonprofit called Down to Box. It empowers individuals with Down syndrome through boxing techniques. He joined this nonprofit 2019 with his strength and conditioning gym, Knockout Boxing. They host amateur fights where these individuals can get in the ring and shadow box in front of a crowd on fight night before the amateur fights begin. And Davis said they get super excited, and he even has a trophy named after him that is awarded to the fighter of the night called the Shut It Down Trophy. So, guys, we'll see if he can shut it down tonight against his adversary, Elijah Garcia.
Well done. Thank you, Jordan. And indeed, Kyron Davis going to be listening from Stephen Redman Edwards in that corner.
Well, they're working on
Stay aware.
Stay aware. I heard that, yeah. And he has been doing that.
Yeah, they're working on Garcia's nose, and there it was bleeding. They had the Q-tip up there with the adrenaline on there to stop the bleeding. He's got a little redness over the thigh.
Davis has landed some good right hands. And one thing that's made it difficult for Garcia is that Davis is not staying stationary. He's moving. He's using the ring really well, taking that jab away from Garcia. There it is, the straight punches and moving constantly, which is exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, I think that was a definitive win that last round for Davis. No doubt about it.
There's a right hand, the pot shot that lands for Davis, and immediately he turns and creates an angle, goes to the body.
Yeah, Garcia needs to pick it up. He needs to pick it up. He needs to throw a little bit more. He's letting it buck from Garcia.
Counter right hand from Davis. So Davis is definitely effective with the counter shot, splitting the high guard and landing the shots on the exit.
Yeah, he
Oh,
landed
big
a nice
shot.
little body shot on his way out after there. His right hand has been really effective. It's keeping Garcia off balance. Garcia's got a little bit more urgency this round because he got outboxed completely last round. And he's got to do something to really even his score up, because right now, if Davis keeps this up, he could run away with several rounds.
Yeah.
Davis continues to
Rounds.
be on the throwing punches in combination, and Davis outlanding Garcia in terms of total power punches landed by a big margin. And here in round 3, really starting to put it on Garcia, who's coming forward but getting countered now, going to the body. Garcia getting open up, going downstairs to Davis' body. For the first time to the ropes.
Hey, patience is the name of the game sometimes. And then
Davis to Garcia.
Garcia just landed a nice little counter, but it's for Davis.
Garcia going to the body, but Davis countering effectively upstairs.
yeah, he stayed too patient there. Davis caught him right with that right hand. That was beautiful.
And when Davis isn't landing the straight right hand, he's coming around the guard with a little hook right hand. And that's a very effective one. So he's switching everything up.
Stiff, sharp jab from Davis, content to be on the rope since Garcia not really throwing much in return. Still a lot of fading and getting split again. That high guard lands the 1-2 through it, does Davis. Garcia firing off now. Change up speed on those punches.
He needs to change the speed on those punches because I think Davis is going to catch on to that pattern, which is jab, jab. He might time that, and he has been doing it.
Double. There's a nice combination again by Davis, who pivots out and out in the center of the ring. Lands the combination. It's a straight left from the southpaw Garcia, but a good round for Kyron. Shut it down, Davis. Right hands from Davis. Were they in there?
No.
He just pivoted out. experience of Kyron Davis right now.
You hear what I'm telling you? I need you to hit his arms. All right?
No.
Our guy is up 3-1 or 4-0. That last round was kind of close. You got me? So we got to keep track of it, all right? Start running them a little bit. Not no crazy 5-6 punch combinations. Just maybe 2 or 3, okay? When you throw the right hand, start bringing that sweeping hook back, all right? When you throw the right hand, start bringing that sweeping hook back because he kind of sitting on the right hand a little bit. So I want you to start bringing the hook back, all right? You ready to climb with this?
Stephen Breadman Edwards speaking the gospel there, according to boxing, always effective strategy, and just one of the best guys in the sport, a historian, a guy who gives back by posting those mailbags every week, and I learn something every time I read those mailbags. And now in this fight with Davis, he wants him to do what Canelo Alvarez does a lot, and a lot of great fighters: hit him on the arms, wear him down, really start to drop that high guard so it opens up the head.
And conversely, and you're right about Stephen Edwards, I concur. But Garcia did that with what Stephen Edwards was asking for. He made it bad at the top of Tyrone, and then he went down hard at the body. So it's to get you busy, get your
attention,
and then drop down and try to land something hard.
And that's what, yes, Edward Davis,
He's being asked to do.
the body head and using the jab. Garcia's offense has been muted here through the first 3 rounds of this fight.
He just can't get off Garcia. I mean, he's known for being a relentless pressure and then volume. But again, if you're not there to get hit, then guess what? You can't hit anything. And Davis is using the entire ring really smart.
Just a few seconds ago, that last right hand landed, Garcia went downstairs in the jab, and immediately Davis threw a right hand counter on him. It's very smart stuff.
The area where Garcia is more effective is we're in the body shot department. It's landed a total of 19, but in this round again, it's there's a beautiful combination off the ropes by Davis. So Davis is landing the 1-2 upstairs, and despite Garcia maintaining that high guard, it's been leaky at times tonight.
Yeah, Davis is beating them to the punch. That's what he's doing. He's getting up first hand.
He's not only beating it, but he's like timing it perfectly, and he's very.
Right hand down the middle again, lands another right hand. The head movement. Garcia's not taking his head off center line.
There's that timing you mentioned, John.
If Davis can continue this and maintain this round after round, Garcia's going to be in big trouble. He's got to do something to stop Davis from what he's doing.
Going to the body, but needs to mix it up and start to land upstairs as well, and really start to uptick in the offense, ratchet up the offense. But he is again very wary. You told us at the prior meeting, I have to be wary of the counter, and the counters of Davis have been here all night. And again, turning, resetting, a great turn there by Kyron Davis, who's fighting a fantastic fight here through 4 rounds.
So it takes a lot of energy to do what Davis is doing. With Garcia on like this, it's only the 4th round. He could slow Davis down, and I think that's what he's intending to do, but it's easier said than done.
There's that body work from Garcia, but not enough. He always got a response from Davis.
There's always there. Davis landing the right hand upstairs. Garcia trying to engage the body, trying to wear down Davis, but another good 3 minutes. All right, Abner, it all starts with the stick, the JT.
Jab, the setup punch. There it is from Kyron. There it is, just measuring, the measuring stick. Hey, you're going to get in. Here's my right hand. And guess what comes after that? The movement. I'm not there. I'm not stationary anymore. Here's the body work as well from Kyron. Upstairs again, keep you busy, turn you. And I'm not there anymore. Beautiful work. Beautiful, excellent work from Kyron Davis now.
Hit that motherfucker right in his arm, right in his left arm, right in his bicep. Knock the fuck out of his arm. Don't nobody talk except for me. Hit him in his arm with a fucking big right hand and take that left hand away. Bang the shit out of him. Haven't done it yet all night, right? And we talked about good.
A little more animated. Stephen Breadman Edwards really mixing it up.
Sometimes you got to direct the point home,
and really good advice as always, and really something that Kyron Davis, as he begins the 5th round on his back foot, his trainer wants him to continue to tuck the arm just like that. And there was a right hand on the arm of Garcia.
Now that can be dangerous too. I mean, there's a counter waiting there.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
No, but he should be throwing a right hook off of that. You know, something about Garcia.
Coming for it, but his offense has been muted, and now it's the 1-2 again. Davis off the ropes after. Go on.
Thank you. The muted people that are just watching Garcia for the first time. This is not him.
This is not
He gets off. He lets his punches go high volume, but
Be fair, he's never been in with someone like Kyle.
exactly that's where I'm going. Davis is doing all the work, fighting smart, not letting Garcia get up. So brilliant job, brilliant fight so far from Davis.
Well, and we talked about it, you know, with Steve Edwards and his game plan. Look, he engineered, when he engineered Julian Williams against Jared at the winner, that was one of the most brilliant efforts I've seen.
Garcia along the ropes lands a couple of punches upstairs. Davis looking to uncoil the right, bounced off the high guard of Davis. Or Garcia, excuse me. So blocking that shot, but unable to put any punches together is Garcia.
There's a hook for Davis right there if he wants to use it after his right hands.
Now, of course, Davis doesn't want to labor on the ropes all night either against a guy like Garcia.
No, but he's having his way.
He's getting comfortable, yes.
Very comfortable with the right hand. And meanwhile, Garcia
Yeah.
unable to put much torque or power behind these shots, leaning into their takes and shots with the right hand.
Good fighting.
Yeah, you want to continue to invest in the body of Joe Garcia. Break him down.
Davis returned fire with a combination and countered upstairs. There was a nice left from Garcia.
That's the best punch of the night for Garcia.
And that's the body work. And that's the body work. You want to break down Davis, make him stay there, make him stationary now, and work your way in the inside. Garcia, good job.
That's a two-edged sword staying there because right now, with Davis staying there, he's, with the exception of that one left hand he got hit with, he's been dominating off the rope.
Who has the power? Garcia. I think Garcia can hurt him at any given time.
It doesn't either do Davis any favors to stay on the ropes much longer. 30 seconds left. And Davis comes back in again, though, able to split the high guard at will with that right hand and does it again. Another good right hand from Davis.
A veteran like Davis knows how to work the ropes, though, and stay out of trouble. And he's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, good defense. You're right there. Good upper body movement and keeps busy with the right hand. Continues to block. Right hand does Kyron Davis. Now Garcia opening up. He gets countered. And ducks underneath his left hook. Another good round from Davis.
Big round, nice uppercuts, and he finally landed the hook in one of those combos.
Garcia threw more punches. Davis landed more. Let's listen to the order.
Did you put his head out there, bro? Work. Stay on the punch. Stay straight punch. Stay on. Yeah, you're in and out. Boom, boom, boom. And then when you get close to mother, work. One to trade. Okay? And try to
What do you think about George Garcia's instructions to his son, Abner?
Great instructions, and another thing, key that he said to the ref, he's keeping his hand out. Speaking of Kyron, yes, Kyron doing the right thing, but it's also illegal because you're blinding the fighter by just keeping it out there. You're supposed to throw it.
Beginning of the second half of this scheduled 10-round contest at 160 pounds. Elijah Garcia, the undefeated 21-year-old at 16-0 with 13 knockouts, in tough against the 29-year-old veteran Kyron Davis, 18-3-1 with only 6 knockouts, but someone who is here to steal the hype from Elijah Garcia, utilizing footwork, utilizing an effective counter right hand like we're seeing there, and trying to set a trap here for Garcia. Garcia's dad, Joe, wants him to not smother his offense, but smother Davis and get inside.
Right.
Using those body shots and uppercuts.
The distance is really hurting Garcia. See, even when he's got Davis on the ropes, he's keeping the distance. He's got to put his body on and start muscling a little bit for it and making him more other than just throwing punches at him.
We talked about this, the fact that going into this fight, Garcia had proven to be an all-action, predatory fighter. He's unable to really sit down on his shots and deliver with any sustained vigor. I know that's also credit to Davis. But Garcia needs to start sitting down on those shots and getting busier.
He needs to let those hands go. He's overthinking a little bit too much for his liking. For our liking as well, he's missing a lot. Again, you touch him up, yes, the jab right there, but let those hands go here, Garcia.
Midway point of the sixth, there's a jab from Garcia.
I just think Garcia's allowing this distance in this room to be countered.
There is Davis continuing on the head, continues to be on the center line. Garcia needs to move his head off center.
It's constant. He's got the hands up, but he's getting hit straight with the right hand. It's going in.
Davis doing a number with the right hand to the head, constantly right down the pipe.
Yeah, no head movement so far from Garcia.
Good head movement from Davis. Good defense on display from Davis, utilizing lateral movement, footwork, and upper body movement as well.
Garcia finally landed a couple little short shots off the ropes there, where Davis was on the ropes just a second ago. But that's about it so far this round. It's all it is for Davis.
Davis hands a little open, using that lead hand. There's again another stick right splitting the high. Garcia continues to score at will there. Now Garcia comes back with a left, but he's not letting them on it out.
No. From Davis, you're saying? I mean, the right hand is Garcia.
The left, Davis is right hand.
The right hand is perfect. Yeah, he's trying. He's doing it. There's no power. No power. He's not sitting down on his punches. He's slapping a lot of those. And again, it has to do a lot with Davis' movement.
Overcome adversity. Elijah Garcia needs to do that. Still to come tonight, the main event, the return of one of the sport's biggest stars and heaviest hitters, Gervonta Tank Davis, at the weigh-in, came in underweight, ripped and ready, as did Frank Martin, also unbeaten, and the trash talking began. The mind games continue, but there's two top 10 fighters going at it for the title. Meanwhile, Alexander Vosnik, the former champ, will welcome David Benavidez to the light heavyweight division. He was a monster at 168. He's going to fit in just fine at 175 from a physical standpoint.
That's it. One more. Give me one more. Take some water.
This is the beginning of round 7, and through 6 rounds, Davis has outlanded Garcia a total of 100 to 77. Davis is landing 42% of his punches, 51% of his power punches, and 21% of his jabs. A good night at the office thus far, as your unofficial scorecard will attest.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's how I see it right now. I gave Garcia the first round, no doubt. But it's been all Davis since then. He's just been doing what he wants to do. He's controlling the pace. He's controlling the distance.
And it's a pattern, though. It's not so much pattern. It's just effective. It's constantly at 1-2 upstairs, splitting the guard, not needing to diversify yet because Garcia's not making the adjustment. He's moving his head off center and utilizing angles.
You're right, so Davis doesn't really have to do much more than what he's doing, is what you're saying, right?
No, he's saying that Garcia can do a lot more, and yes, he can. Yes. And then with Davis, he's doing all the right things, and he's making it look easy. And
What I'm saying, too, the goodness is that Davis is just doing it, and this is sufficient right now. He doesn't really need to do much more than what he's doing.
he's doing shots, making body shots from Garcia.
Garcia's corner has not mentioned the fact that he needs to move his head off center line.
Yeah, it's actually not the Garcia that we're used to seeing. Again, not taking anything away from Davis.
It's target practice with the right hand from Davis. The accuracy is incredible.
Getting his head off line and a lot of other things, too.
Single shots from Garcia.
Keeps landing the right hand to the head.
It looks like he's either cut or really.
He's never been cut going into this fight, so that can just add to the pile of problems that Garcia is facing here against Tyron Davis, who was really intent on scoring the biggest win of his career and knocking out this undefeated youngster.
Now Davis getting too comfortable on the ropes. He's got to move.
I was just going to say,
We talked about that as well.
this is the distance that Garcia has to be. A lot closer. He just backed out a little bit. He's having more success. Davis started. He was pinning Davis on the ropes.
Final minute of the 7th round. It's Another solid right hand from Davis. Garcia continues to work the body as he just landed his 11th body shot, but it's not slowing down Davis. Final 30 seconds of the 7th. Davis, as we talked about it, playing with fire on the ropes, granted, but has been successful again with his constant counter punches. The most effective being that one, the right hand.
Again, using that measuring stick, the jab, sticking it out there and waiting for Garcia to stick his head inside. There's the right hand from Davis.
Davis should be countering with the left hook right there when he rolls off that left hand to the body of Garcia's left hand right there. He should be countering with the left. That's open for him.
There's the right hand from
Yeah, this could have been any round we wanted to show. I mean, it's been round after round now. The right hand has been finding its mark. An occasional left hook to the body for Davis, but for the most part, it's been straight punches, straight right hands. Eventually, once in a while, he'll wrap that right hand around the left hand of Garcia.
Yeah, Gervonta defense and definitely executed a perfect game plan right now. That's what we're seeing. Brilliant boxing from Gervonta Davis.
Shoot that hook, okay?
As we begin round number 8, Stephen Brennan Edwards told me that Kyron Davis has been waiting for this 10 years. He is super excited, and he told me, he said, this is it. This is the one. I feel it. We've been hurting guys in training camp, and so, I mean, Brennan Edwards definitely has all of his fighters prepared, as does George Garcia and his son. But my goodness, he needs to make an adjustment and fast as we begin round 8, Abner.
Yes, definitely. Again, Garcia needs to let those hands go. He's overthinking too much. Again, he's in the inside already. He's got to rip the body, break down Davis, keep him stationary, and look for a power shot.
Joe, I don't want to belabor the point, but look at the right-handed Davis constantly catching Garcia because he's not moving.
Listen, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, part of this game is head movement and pivoting and turning, and none of that is happening with Garcia. You're right now. Now, he was asked by his father in the corner to start using his right hook more because the last round he did touch Davis with a couple of good right hands. Right hooks. But, that's what he's been asked to do. He's got to stay close.
That's a great combination by Garcia. Dominating with the left hand upstairs to the head.
He's got to stay close like that. That's where he's going to get something done.
Exactly. Body, head. Balance, but again, being, he's pressuring enough and throwing a lot to keep Davis busy.
And shout out to Davis Corner every time he throws a right hand, whether it lands or not. Screaming, good right hand. Good and fluid.
And the amateurs, we used to do it a lot.
But the thing is, he's had a plethora of great right hands.
And the amateurs, you had someone screaming from the outside, so the judges could be like, oh, wow, yeah, he landed it.
Just bigger, fatter shots to the body, and the right hand upstairs by Davis, and Team Bailey setting in for both now as the Garcia has thrown by far the most punches here now coming up into this round 8. He came off 89 punches thrown in the last round, landed 22, but Davis landed 27 of 53, so Davis landing more despite throwing less.
It's effective punching, and the effective punching is big. The amateurs, the volume of punches is repairing.
This is one of those fights where, you study the fight, you think it's going to be hard, difficult, not easy, but when you execute a perfect game plan, like Davis says, you make it look good, and you will make it look easy.
And it's
simple thing.
1-2.
Now don't grab his head.
Testing 1-2, 1-2. 20 seconds left here in the 8th. Body shot, but again, Abner really good. Even the body shot attack, yes. We know Garcia's got a great attack. Ooh. Now another 1-2 from Davis as we close out the 8th.
Garcia landed a couple good ones there. To his credit.
All right, let's check in with Jordan Plant.
Thanks, guys. So one thing I wanted to point out that I think is a very underrated thing that Tyrone Davis is doing right now is how relaxed he is. And I think that comes from the experience that he's gotten in some of those bigger fights, like when he fought David Benavidez. And I remember in fighter meetings, guys, he was telling us, man, that was a huge crowd. He was nervous, but the experience he gained in that moment has given him confidence going into these future fights. And also having a trainer like Bredman who's been in big fights as well. You have a coach that knows what to tell you in those moments when you need him. And I think that's what Garcia's team may be lacking, but hey, they're going to get it as they get more reps and more fights. And Abner, I wanted to ask you, you've been in big fights, like when you and Leo would fight. You know what it's like when you have to walk to the ring with those nerves, a big crowd, whether they're screaming or booing. Talk about that.
Yeah, obviously, I let that get the best of you when you don't perform like you were supposed to. I think that happened to me when I fought Leo Santa Cruz. I had a perfect game plan, but I threw it out the window because I let the emotion and the fans get to me.
Garcia's defense has been
One of the question marks coming into this fight, despite still being very early in his career, Abby, but the fact that he can be hit is on display here tonight.
Oh, yeah, and Kenny, he's been getting hit with those right hands, stationary from Garcia, not head movement.
Garcia's using the jab, going up and down, trying to find a way to land the left hand, starting to sit down a little more now on his front foot, firing off the jab, but doesn't follow up with the left.
And you got to remember, Tyrone Davis only got 6 rounds. So if this were a bigger butcher for Garcia doing the same thing, he'd be in dire straits.
And now Garcia comes back with his best combination, culminating with a right to the back.
And it's not over till it's
There's
over.
another one from Garcia.
Garcia does have that power punch. So
Yeah, he does.
Davis has to be aware. He's got to be ready.
Davis is he should not be sitting on the ropes, which he's got 2 rounds left, a round and a half. He could turn his back and sprint around and run around the ring and still win this fight.
In his last fight, Garcia recorded an 8th-round TKO. His only knockout beyond round 5. So here it is, round 9, scheduled for 10, and only Matias.
Yeah, they ran into each other. I see.
Good? Good? I see. Or hit you. That's pretty good. All right. Accidental headbutt, no cut. Watch your hands. Watch your hands. Time in. Box.
Last time Davis was cut was against Anthony Durrell, and again, talk about, the level of experience. Davis has had championship level experience. That was actually the Durrell biggest fight he had until facing, of course, Benavidez. But again, Benavidez on short notice, jumping up in weight. And nice shot from Davis.
My hand lifted to the bottom.
Let's go over to the left in the 9th.
And let's not forget, Garcia's only 21 years old. He's learning a lot right now in this fight.
Nice right hand.
Looks like he's gonna lose this fight unless he knocks him out. Can he? Yeah, he's got the power, like I mentioned. But again, a great learning experience from a guy with a lot of experience from Davis.
And the right hand continues to be delivered from Davis on the ropes, trying to avoid the attack from Garcia. A lot of just arm punches from Garcia there.
You can predict it, huh? A guy can close my eyes and say, "Here comes the right hand," and Davis will land it.
Well, fairness, Garcia landed a couple of nice shots here towards the end of the round, and he's got 20 seconds left to do something drastic.
Now he's throwing more punches, and actually in this round has outlanded Davis. As we mentioned, it's all about the effective punches, but Garcia outlanded 16-14 as we go into the final seconds of the 9th round. Garcia beginning to put on the pressure. So save that production there, but we got 2 minutes left.
Well, the last 3 rounds, it looks like Eli's been coming back. There's the left hand, from Elijah Garcia. There it is again. But not enough single shots. Beautiful 1-2, 1-2-3. Body work from Elijah Garcia. Again, still trying.
I don't know if I was allowed to win the round.
Last I'll touch him up.
Both of these young fighters are fathers. In fact, Elijah Garcia became a father at 16. Kyron Davis, a son, Premier, is 1-year-old. They're fighting for their family. They're fighting for their pride. They're fighting for their legacy. And right now, Garcia fighting to maintain his undefeated record against the upset-minded Kyron Davis. The 10th and final round is underway.
Yeah, I didn't see no urgency or sense any urgency from Garcia's corner. It seemed like they knew they were just having not a bad day. I mean, they were just outboxed by Davis tonight.
Body shots, a little shine from Garcia, and well, Davis has spent a lot of time on the ropes. It hasn't really hurt him. In fact, he's been able to counter effectively, turn, and utilize some good defense, although he's got caught there with 2 punches. Right hooks to the body and upstairs, and there's a counter right by Davis.
Yeah, Davis is kind of giving Garcia the body shot for free on the ropes. And to tell you the truth, you know, you expose yourself to counter punches to the head. So Davis is using it to his advantage.
And again, we talk about the patterns that Garcia is doing 1, 2, 3, and Davis just counter punching perfectly. There it is.
Garcia has thrown over 600 punches, but just landed 24%. While Davis has thrown over 400 punches and landed 43%. Minute and a half left in this 10-round fight at 160 pounds. The undefeated 21-year-old Elijah Garcia at 16-0 with 13 KOs. It looks very much like he might need his 14th to pull out the victory, while Kyron Davis looking to continue his win streak, increase it to 3 since his lone stoppage loss, which came against David Benavidez when he moved up in weight on short notice. A minute left in the fight. The sense of urgency, where is it?
And Davis landed from that end of the rope to this rope. These ropes over landed about 4 or 5 solid right hands and a right hand left. Garcia's coming back. But, you know, he's got a lot of catching up with this round.
This still has ground, so yeah.
Another straight right hand. This is a recording from Kyron Davis as Garcia tries to open up, but Davis counters effectively. But oh, there's a nice right from Garcia. Under 30 seconds left in the fight.
Garcia's landed some good punches this round.
Yes, he has.
He has to land the greatest one. The uppercut on the inside. Garcia now coming busy, but again, a simple, effective counter right hand, and another one from Davis. Proving to be the might for Kyron. Shut it down, Davis, who could very well have shut down Garcia's undefeated. Stephen Breadman Edwards said he felt it, that this would be the night that they've worked all those years for Kyron Davis, as he goes and thanks Elijah Garcia for a tough fight. How do you see it, guys?
I see it as a runaway for Davis.
Yeah, I think Davis just boxed beautifully.
His body language over in Garcia's corner is not good. I've been there before. It's a lot of head hitting.
All right, well, Kyron Davis looking to upset Elijah Garcia tonight. Meanwhile, in the main event, Frank Martin will be looking to upset this guy, one of the biggest stars in boxing, one of the heaviest hitters, the undefeated Gervonta Tank Davis returns 29-0, 27 KOs. He'll take on Frank Martin, who's also undefeated, also 18-0, 12 KOs, and he looks to silence the Tank Davis fans will be out in full effect. Frank Martin, Tank Davis, a battle of unbeatens for the 135-pound title. The main event, PBC on PPP, coming up at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. But right now, will the moment belong to Kyron Davis? And the reason I keep foreshadowing and asking questions is because this is boxing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But Elijah Garcia, as Abner said many times, will go back, use this as a learning experience, probably curse himself a few times. But these are the fights a fighter needs in order to grow. And let's make it official. Stephen Breadman Edwards, he already has a feeling. He knows where this is going. Let's go to Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Eric Cheek sees it 97-93 for Davis. Judge John McKay sees the bout 98-92 for Garcia. And Judge Max DeLuca sees the contest 97-93 for your winner by split decision. Inside. Kyron, shut it down, Davis.
Joe, unbelievable. But anyway, wow.
I can't believe
Kyron Davis just picks up the biggest win of his career. Should have been unanimous. Instead, it's a split. But it's 19-3-1 now. And more importantly, sends Elijah Garcia from the ranks of the unbeaten. He's now 16-1. Redman Edwards' shirt, his trainer, has how do you like it on the back? Well, if you're a fan of Kyron Davis, you like it. You like it a lot.
A lot.
Let's go to Jordan Platt. Unbelievable score.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations, Kyron. You just beat the guy that was ranked #1 by the WBA and top 5 in the WBC and IBF. You guys are supposed to fight on March 30th. It got delayed. How good does this win feel?
First of all, I want to thank God, thank my team, Al Heyman. I want to thank my mom, my father. My cousin Kamei just passed away. She was killed in gun violence at the DSU. I want this is for her.
A lot of emotions right now. You were landing that right hand all night. Was that something you and your trainer, Steven Edwards, worked on in the gym and knew that would land?
Well, you know, we knew a couple things were going to be open. I had the strategy. That actually was game plan number C. You know, we had so many game plans, but we knew that he was going to try to land that left hand to the body. So we said, okay, we'll put my hand where his left hand's going to be, and we'll fight a right hand because his reflex is not as great. That's the game plan we worked in the gym. And once it started working, you know, with boxing, just keep doing what's working. And we talked about that.
Yep. If it's not broken, no need to fix it. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. Three fight win streak now.
I got a 1-year-old. Shout out Premier Boxing Champions. I want to shout out my whole family, everybody who put some work in to help me get to this position. My mom, my dad, my father, my family. 302 Women's Delaware, stand up. Let's represent. You already know what it is. Shut it down, baby. What's up?
Kyron Davis, everyone. Back to you guys.
Yeah.
So for Premier, the 1-year-old, he's celebrating his father's premier performance on this Father's Day Eve. Kyron shut it down. Davis pulls off the upset and records the biggest win of his career to close out the PBC prelims as he sends Elijah Garcia to his first loss. Ryan Custer, fantastic way to close out the prelims here on Pride.
Yeah, I agree with you. Great win for Kyron Davis and for Elijah Garcia coming in 3 pounds over. That was a big learning lesson for him as he suffers his first loss. Well, tonight's PBC on pay-per-view, that fight card is a fight fan dream, especially if you like excitement and knockouts. You got 2 world title fights. All 4 fights feature current or former champions with a spotlight on 2 of boxing's most explosive power punches.
So I feel it's out of now and never.
Why wouldn't I be ready? And why wouldn't I accept a fight like this? You know, like they don't come around like every day. You know, so what I'm supposed to just turn it down? No, we're gonna take it to 100%. Like me, 100%, I believe. And I'm gonna go out there and shock the world.
You got the right play structure for a good knockout. You know what I mean? So once I land in a good punch on that chin,
It could be an early night for him or the knockout artist team.
For the undefeated Frank the Ghost Mark, being the underdog is a tale as old as time. Beginning his boxing odyssey at the ripe age of 17, skeptics deemed it too late. Yet, with an unblemished record of 18-0, Frank has shattered expectations, scaling the ranks of the lightweight division with an iron will. Now, Destiny calls. He stands on the precipice of glory, facing one of the sports titans for the WBA lightweight title. Whispers fill the air. Is this fight too soon? Does he possess the experience, the fortitude, to claim victory? Or is this the perfect stage for Frank the Ghost Martin to silence the naysayers and seize his first world title as the WBA lightweight champion? His adversary needs no preamble. Loved by some, loathed by others. His antics inside and outside the ring are legendary, but his achievements, unquestionable. From the gritty streets of Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Tank Davis is a colossus of the boxing world. Undefeated with a formidable record of 29 wins, 27 by way of knockout, and 0 losses. Gervonta Davis is a 3-weight class champion, a knockout artist who rarely leaves the ring without a decisive finish. 2 perfect records on a collision course. Will Saturday night affirm Gervonta Tank Davis's dominion over the lightweight realm? Or will we witness the coronation of the unlikely hero from Indianapolis, Indiana, Frank the Ghost Martin?
Well, don't forget, coming up top of the hour, jam-packed PBC pay-per-view headed your way. The main event, Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, a battle of unbeatens. Co-main, it would be a main event on any other night. David Benavidez, El Monstro, faces former lineal light heavyweight champ Alexander Vazquez. The Mexican Monsters debut at 175, plus 2 other also fights featuring rising knockout artist Gary Antoine Russell. He's going to be taking on the former champion Alberto Puello. You've got the WBC middleweight champ Carlos Adames making the first defense of his middleweight title against the former U.S. Olympian Terrell Gausha. Speaking of Adames, here he is now. Now, a full WBC middleweight titleist, and he's going to put it on the line for the first time against Terrell Gausha. And Adames throws everything with power. There's Gausha, former Olympian. This will be the second time he has fought for the world title. He said the first time he wasn't ready. He says he is now. And he's got a challenge ahead of him against Carlos Adames, but it's a challenge he says he is ready for. Terrell Gausha taking on Carlos Adames. It will be the first fight you see on pay-per-view PBC. Of course, from the Great Garden Arena, we're celebrating 100 nights of championship fight. Hope you enjoyed our prelims here on the PBC on Prime. Now, for Mauro Ranallo, Joe Goosey, and Morris, Jordan Plant, I'm Brian Custer. Bye now. We'll see you at the top of the hour.
Chin to chin, elbow in, down the pipe. Oh, jeez. And that cut was not on the bridge of the nose, Sergio. It was over the right eye of Ortiz. He's definitely in a tough spot. Ortiz. They got it under control right now, coming out of the corner, but my guess is won't be long before it opens up again. And Sergio, this is part of the growing pains in boxing. For a 20-year-old, we're going to have to taste real blood at some point. Looked like hand there by Misael, but yeah, to answer your question, Todd, I mean, yeah, you want to get hurt, you want to see your fight going to react to their hurt when they're cut, when they're dropped, and especially when you're fighting these 4 or 6 round fights, and you only have 5 fights under your belt. And Sergio, you know this. Even if Misael didn't do anything to cause that cut, didn't land a big shot, when you see blood and you see a cut, it gives you a little bit extra juice. Absolutely. I mean, anytime your opponent's bleeding,
you know that he's going through some adversity. It's gonna bother him, and you're gonna see that. Good shot there by Misael. These are the things where a fighter going through adversity, he's gonna keep getting hit right now. I know Misael, the favorite point on his side.
There's that straight left again from Ortiz. And let's see how aggressive he is here in the sixth to go for the knockout. Or is he content just winning on the scorecards as Misael's starting to bark a little bit?
Misael has a lot of confidence going in his favor now, getting a lot more pressure, breaking the distance a lot easier, and not fearing the left hand of Ortiz anymore. Look at that, he's cutting off the ring a lot easier now, just going forward. Misael.
Nice job circling away there from William Ortiz. Wilito, as he's known, full name William Adrian Ortiz Rivera.
Well, this is the last round. 1 minute left for Ortiz. He's going to pass the test. Just keep on his toes, bouncing, staying off the ropes, and stopping Spider-Man Misael out on the outside. Instead of outside of the range.
Your Misael, I think you've got to sell out over this last minute. You have to go in knowing that you're down in the scorecards right now. It's your opportunity.
Open.
30 seconds to go in what has been an intriguing opening fight. It looked like Misael was going to be down and out in round two, but boy, he's hung in there and caused some damage, at least with his head, as you can see on the face of Ortiz.
Intriguing and educational for William Ortiz, the Puerto Rican Olympian, now 5-0, and got caught facing adversity. Put down a tough man twice. He still with the distance into that. Good up again as far as education inside that ring.
And that will do it. Ortiz gets 2 knockdowns, but no knockout. And Misael celebrating like he got the win. And in a way, I guess he did. He survived what had to be some very troubling times for him.
Look, he's never been stopped, and now he still hasn't been stopped by, a fighter like Ortiz, who's an Olympian, has a lot of power, 5 wins, 4 knockouts. You go the distance and put some fear in him. That's a moral victory for Carlos Misael.
Well, Chris, is William Ortiz a prospect now in your mind?
I thought he looked pretty good in this fight. And with Subriel Matias signed with Matchroom, we'd like to see him back more on the next Matias card and all these other cards they're trying to have down here in Puerto Rico. I like his power. I like that straight left hand. I thought he showed good patience in that fight against Misael. There were times he could have gotten overly aggressive and just tried to sell out and get a win, but he was disciplined. He landed some big shots, and he's most likely to walk away with a pretty comfortable decision win.
And a pretty big cut over his right eye. I'll have to wait for that to get healed before we see him again. On July 6th, undefeated Essex heavyweight Johnny Fisher enjoys his first main event as he takes on Colt Hero Allen, the Savage Babish, live here on DAZN.
I love everything about Fisher versus Babbage. That's like one level above a great tough man fight.
They're still tending to that open wound on the face of William Ortiz. And again, Carlos Misael celebrating like he won the World Cup. But kudos to him for making it to the full 6 rounds. David Diamante's in the
Right, customer, welcome to Vegas.
There you go.
You know, this venue has long been the home of big-time boxing. And tonight, celebrating its 100th World Championship Fight Night. Take a look here. The MGM brand's gone all out. Spotlight its history. It's got a museum here showcasing some iconic moments, relics, as well as the emphasis on the fighters, big names who have called this place home. This fight card, it is just filled with fighters with dynamite in their hands. Tank Davis, 93% knockout percentage. That's the 3rd best among current world champions. I'll think of Benavidez. He has an 86% knockout rate and has stopped 7 of his last 10 opponents. All right, let's get your ringside now to the men who are going to be calling all the action tonight. Mauro Ranallo, the Hall of Famer Joe Goosen, and former 3-division world champion Abner Mares.
Happy Father's Day weekend to you, BC, to my 2 esteemed colleagues, and to all the dads watching. You know, Gervonta Davis and David Benavidez are a couple of guys who put the pop in Papa. Together they have a combined 89% KO rate, and on this
But
Father's
that
Day,
motherfucker just said.
they're each intent on delivering the mother of all knockouts against their upside-minded opponents, Frank Martin and Alexander Vosnik, respectively, in this dynamic double feature. And Joe Tank told us what makes him so great, he says, is that he's able to make any fighter do what he wants inside the ring, and it usually ends with an explosive fight-ending single-shot counter, as was the case in his last fight against Ryan Garcia. Yes, at the time, you were training Ryan, so you watched a lot of tape on Tank. What makes him such a special fighter?
Well, it's like you said, he can control the pace. He can control basically the outcome of the fight. He's proven that over and over again. He's smart. He's defensively clever. He's offensively brilliant. And he's got a very, very hard punch.
Strategically patient, savant-like with his processing ability. And then tonight he meets someone who is also unbeaten, and many people believe he's the most athletically gifted, most skilled fighter that Tank faces. That means Frank the Ghost Martin, 18-0, 12 KOs. He says that he's going to shock the world. How do you think he has to go about doing that?
Well, look, I believe him. He feels that way because he is a superlative athlete. He's a tremendous fighter. He uses lots of angles. He's very smart defensively. He's very quick offensively. He's a smart guy in the ring. I don't put anything past him. It's going to be a good fight. He's going to take everything he can handle.
He says his best asset is his footwork. But tonight, Abner, we got Gervonta Davis and David Benavidez teaming up, sharing the spotlight for what could be a potent 1-2 combo. And when it comes to Benavidez, he's all about combinations. The king of combos, by the way, he doesn't wait for no man. He couldn't land Canelo, so he went and signed to fight Canelo's sparring partner, the former lineal light heavyweight champion and Olympic bronze medalist Alexander Vosnik. How do they match up?
Like peanut butter and jelly, my friend. Just perfect. I mean, those styles. David Benavidez, a relentless pressure fighter, powerful puncher. He will be on your face all night, break you down. I mean, they call him the monster for a reason. And tonight, I think it'll be the same thing. Despite him moving up on weight, I believe he will be a monster tonight. Now, for Vosnik, I think he's got the perfect style as well to beat a David Benavidez. Why? Because he's got the long reach. He stays in the outside. Beautiful combinations at the perfect reach. He moves well. He was doing so perfect against Arthur Beterbiev, but guess what? He tired out. That was some years ago. I can just imagine now he's 37. That's the only thing that worries me. He's 37 years old now. David Benavidez only 27. Would that be a factor? We'll find out.
So, we've got a twin bill that's guaranteed to thrill on this 100th championship fight night at MGM Grand Garden Arena. So what better way to kick it off than with a championship fight? Carlos Adames, in his maiden voyage as a 160-pound belt holder, will defend against Olympian Terrell Gausha from the U.S. He failed at 154, but he thinks at 36, as he bellies up to the bar at the last chance alone, he's going to record the upset and become a champion. Right now, it's time to check in with the dawn of DraftKings. It's Amal Shah with the tale of the bet.
Mauro, thank you so much. I tell you what, can't wait for these fights tonight. But when you look at Tank Davis, he's a huge favorite in this one against Martin, -$7. We're gonna get into some prop bets later on. But if that 14-month layoff you don't believe is gonna affect Tank Davis, -$7 may not be the worst one. You look at Adames right now, he's -750. Gausha is +5 to 1. Winner by KO, TK, or DQ, excuse me, -110 Adames here might be a good play in this one if you like him. Mauro, back to you.
Right, thank you so very much. And as we look at the tale of the tape now, and very similar, except again, Gausha, 6 years, the elder, and for Adames, who has been, well, undefeated at the middleweight, continues
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the world-famous MGM Grand Garden Arena tonight, celebrating 100 championship nights of boxing here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents a PBC pay-per-view on Prime special event brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions. Sponsored in this bout by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And The Boys, new episodes weekly on Prime Video. This bout in the ring is sanctioned by the WBC President Mauricio Suleiman. Introducing our judges, scoring from ringside from Nevada, Patricia Morse-Jarman. From Nevada, Chris Migliori. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee in charge of this world title attraction, Robert Hoyle. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red and black trim, fighting out of and representing Cleveland, Ohio. He weighed in at the middleweight limit of 160 pounds, a 2012 U.S. Olympian. As a professional, his record stands at 24 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the challenger and the world-ranked middleweight contender, introducing Terrell Gausha. And his opponent across the ring is the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with gold trim, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. He weighed in at 159 and 1/4 pounds, with a record of 23 wins and 1 loss. He has 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making the first defense of his title. Please welcome the newly crowned WBC middleweight champion of the world, El Bronco Caballo, Carlos Adames. Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Robert Hoyle.
Okay, whenever the expectations in the dressing room, any punches here, I can't stop me. Any punches here will be good, okay? I want you to obey my command, give me a good, clean fight. Remember, don't make this about me. Teach him out. Scoot back.
The referee is Robert Hoyle, and here at MGM Grand Garden Arena, we start this PBC PPV with a championship fight in the middleweight division. The newly christened Carlos Adames against Terrell Gausha. And so many questions surrounding the 36-year-old Gausha, age, activity level, and the ability to close out top-shelf opponents are what tend to draw the most questions from boxing observers. Meanwhile, Adames, who actually started his career at welterweight, has blossomed into a very effective middleweight. He is 5-0 with 4 middleweight wins since, losing at 154 to Patrick Teixeira. But he's done a lot of work in becoming more conditioned, doesn't fade like he once did, and of course he's known for that power, likes to work behind a jab, and in this fight he starts orthodox.
Okay, nice
His
jab.
fights
Nice
against
jab.
Dervianchenko and Williams, he was a lefty.
Yes. Adames, he feels really comfortable as a left-hander. And not only does he feel comfortable, he does really good as a southpaw stance. You mentioned the loss against Teixeira. Yes, he knew that in that fight he didn't train properly. He didn't take the fight seriously, and he took the L. Now he's worked since really hard, and he's gotten knockouts, wins, and just building his record up. Again, he's fighting Gausha, a tough fighter, a fighter that has a lot of experience and been there against big names. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Gausha, who feels that his counter punching will serve him well in avoiding that feet. There's the jab. Also very proficient with the jab. Joe Terrell Gaucher loves to use it in versatile ways, upstairs, downstairs, but he is cautious and calculating, sometimes too much of each. The lack of offensive output has been the bane of Gaucher's career.
He's been a patient to a fault. But, you know, look, this is a good guy to be patient with right now when he's up against Adonis. He's a very dangerous guy. Now, if he starts picking them apart, we'll find some openings for Gaucher, great. But, you know, this is a very dangerous guy. I can't feel the right side or left side.
Thomas, the fourth fighter from the tiny baseball-loving nation, to become a boxing champion. Its first middleweight champion, the Dominican Republic, loving Carlos Adames and loving the offense of Adames. That overhand right, left, and then goes to the body with the jab. So again, a cautious start, high stakes. Adames' first fight as the champion, and he received the news that he was going to be elevated to full championship status on his 30th birthday, May 7, after Jamal Charlo, the longtime champion, was stripped of the title after another legal issue.
Yeah, definitely cautious round for both of them. Adames is known to be a fighter that picks up after the first round. Second round, and second and third, he becomes really impressive. That pressure.
Tonight, as he's only thrown 11 punches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, the Stanley Cup final continues, and we got a hockey score in terms of total punches connected in that opening round. 2-1 for Adames.
Le vea a este lobo.
More than I see that this brings it down, and he throws the jab and he brings that hand down. Okay, that's what I saw. You've got to throw the jab so that he puts it in. Get that right over the top. Your jab down, you got to even switch it. Lastly, remember the things that we were doing with the double step? That's the fuck about it. Shots. You're trying to get now. Wait till your side. He's already tight. He's already tense because you're already full power.
Ismael Salas, the trainer for Carlos Adames, while Manny Robles Jr. is in Gaucher's corner, and